students, in today's class we are going to see the IUPAC nomenclature of coordination compounds. So before going to start the IUPAC nomenclature, you have to know the names of the ligands compulsory. You should be perfect in naming the ligands. Okay. So once again just see the names of the ligands here. We have three types of ligands: negative ligands, positive ligands and neutral ligands. Okay. So negative ligands are this one NH3 amine, AMMINE you have to write, not AMINE. So this is amine. Next H2O aqua, CO carbonyl, C6H5N it is pyridyl, O2 dioxygen. These are neutral ligands. In this amine and aqua is important, carbonyl also. Okay, so these three are used most. This is amine, aqua and carbonyl. Next we have here negatively charged ligands here, negative ligands. In that Cn minus, it is cyano or cyanido. Next we have Cl minus, chloro or chlorido. Br minus, bromo or bromido. Both are correct only. Okay. CH3COO minus, it is acetato. NO2 minus, nitro or nitrito N. Nitrito N. ONO minus nitrito O. These are ambidentate ligand. If they bond with N, it is called nitro or nitrito N. And ONO minus means it is nitrito O. It has been bonded with oxygen atom here. Okay, donor atom is oxygen here. Next we have here OH minus hydroxo and NO3 minus nitrato. SO4 2 minus sulfato, CO3 2 minus carbonato, NO2 plus. This is a positive ligand, nitronium, and NO plus is there, nitrosonium. So if positive ligand is there, then you have to add IUM at last. So it is NO2 plus, name is nitronium. IUM you have to add for a positive ligand. So these are ligands and ligands name you have to remember it. Okay. Okay, so see here, we have two types of, actually we have four types of complexes. Okay, so first one is cationic complexes, anionic complexes, neutral complexes, or the complexes are having we will have both cation and anion are complex only, complex ion. Here if we will say cationic complexes means the complex ion is a positive ion here. The positive ion is complex ion. Okay. So here in this case, this is this complex ion is positive and this negative ion is simple ion. So these are called cationic complexes. What it is called? Cationic complexes. Cationic complexes means the compound in which the positive ion is complex ion. The positive ion is what here? Complex ion. So here, if when we are writing the IUPAC nomenclature, so if we have cationic complexes, the metal name it will be remain same only here. So it is cobalt. So the name is cobalt only. But in anionic complexes, this here in this case K2HgI4, this anion is a complex ion. Okay. So if the complex ion has a negative charge, then those compounds are called anionic complexes. So in anionic complexes, if the metal atom, the name will be written how, it will not written as it is, and we have to add ATE. Okay, to this name here. Mercury here it is written here, K2HgF. So its name will be mercurate. The name will be what here? Mercurate here. Similarly, see here, Fe we have here. So Fe is what in cationic complexes? Iron. Okay, element name as it is. But in anionic complexes, the name will be ferrate. Similarly, for chromium, in cationic complexes, chromium only, and anionic complexes, chromate. Platinum, Pt, platinum in cationic complexes. Okay, but in anionic complexes, platinate. Ate we have to add along with this element name here. Similarly, here Pb we have lead. But here in some elements name we have to write in Latin word only here. What their word is there in Latin, that we have to use here. Like here Pb, lead. But in anionic complexes it is written as plumbate. Okay. Next here Ag we have silver. But written what here? Argentate. Okay. Au gold, aurate. Next here iron, Fe iron and ferrite it is. Okay, so like this we have to take the, so like this you have to name the metals. Okay, so metals name, if it is a cationic complexes you have to write the metal name as it is, but if it is an anionic complexes, in anionic complexes the metal name you have to add ate. In some word you have to use the Latin word here, like this lead, the name is plumbate, it will be. Okay, for Ag silver it is argentate, for gold it is aurate, and for iron Fe it is ferrite here. Okay, so these are the important that we are going to see in the IUPAC nomenclature. Okay, so come here and if come here to the cationic complexes, how to write this name in IUPAC nomenclature. See here in IUPAC nomenclature, this is a salt. So salt name always come first cation then anion. Sodium chloride. If name came, so how we will write here? This is NaCl written. So NaCl how will name? Sodium chloride. So this is Na plus and Cl minus. So always positive first and then negative. When we are naming the salts, cation first then anion. So that cation is either complex or either it is simple, but we have to pronounce first cation and then we have to write anion here. Okay. So this is first, what is this one? This is cation and this is what? Anion. So while writing the cation, okay, if it is a coordination sphere or complex ion, in that complex ion what we have to write first? First we have to write ligand's name. Okay, and if in ligand's name you have to write, if we have more than 2 ligands or 3 ligands, then you have to write the ligand's name in alphabetical order. Alphabetical order, which ligand's letter will come first, that you have to write first. Okay, so first we have to write what? Ligands, then metal. Okay, and then metal's oxidation state, and last we have to write the anion name here. Okay, so if we have here in the ligands, some ligands are bidentate ligand, tridentate ligand, their names are big, so sometimes we will use abbreviation for such ligands. So those ligands which are having large name bidentate ligand, for them we will use abbreviations, like here En given here. En full name is ethane 1,2-diamine here, so we can use here abbreviation for that one. Similarly DMG written, DMG means what here? Dimethyl glyoxymato. Okay, and diene, so diene full form is diethylene triamine here, triene triethylene tetraamine, ACAC acetyl acetonato, EDTA ethane 1,2-diamine tetraaceto. So instead of this all whole structural formula, in short, in abbreviation we can write this one, and it has been written in a parenthesis. It has been written in what? Parenthesis. And if you have more than multiple ligands of same kind, then it is here written here Cl2E2. Numbers we have to put here. Okay, how we will write first? This one we have to write first ligand's name here. Okay, so here we have chlorido and it is what? En. Now in the ligand also, if we have multiple ligands, then like here we have 2 ligands, so more than one ligand is there, then we should use the prefix di, tri, tetra, penta, hexa, hepta, octa. Okay, this prefix we have to use. If we have same kind of multiple ligands, then we use the prefix di, tri, tetra, penta, hexa, hepta here. Okay, so that's why here this Cl2 means we have to write dichlorido. Next what we have here? En we have. This is if the ligand contains di, tri in their name already, then in such cases we have to use the prefix bis, tris, tetra, kis, like this way. Okay, so this ethane 1,2-diamine, it contains already here di, ethane 1,2-diamine. This di word already is there in its name. That's why we should use the prefix bis for this ligand here. Okay, so now full name is what? Ethane 1,2-diamine here. So E is there here, here chlorido, C will come here. So alphabetical order you have to see here. So according to alphabetical order, C will come first, then what will come, E here. So that's why we have to write the chlorido name first. How many are there? 2 are there. That's why what we will write here, dichlorido. Dichlorido. Okay. So for this one, what we will write here, bis. And its full name we have to write in the parenthesis. Full name, ethane 1,2-diamine, you have to write in the bracket here. Make one parenthesis and in that write down this one name. What is its name? Ethane 1,2-diamine. Now this diamine, this M will be single M, not double M here. Ethane 1,2-diamine. This is over. Now next you have to write here diamine. Okay. So next what? This metal will come here, cobalt. Okay. And in that parenthesis, what you have to write? This metals oxidation state. Metals oxidation state or oxidation number. So how you will find out the metals oxidation number? By taking all the charges present in the complex. See here, this Cl will have -1 charge. This En, it is neutral. Okay, so it is 0. Remember, amine is there, ammonia is there, okay, water is there. Those all are neutral. What are those one? Neutral. Neutral ligands, just now I have written, no, remember that one. Okay, those are neutral. Neutral means the charge will be 0 here. And this Cl -1. So it is what? X. So like this you should find out the oxidation number here. So this is X plus Cl -1. How many chlorine are there? 2 and here 1. So totally 3 chlorine, -1 charge plus 0. This is what? 0 is equal to 0 only. So it is X minus 3 is equal to 0. So X is equal to plus 3. So what charge we will get here? Plus 3 charge. So in this parenthesis you have to write the oxidation state in Roman number. In what? Roman number. So this is 1, 2 and 3. So this is like this you have to write it here. And what remains here? Now this all ligands name you have to write continuous. There should be no gap between while writing its complex name. This cationic complex name you have to write continuously. In between the words there should be no gap here. Now last, this anion. Okay, keep gap while writing this anion name here. Don't write continuous this anion name. Anion name when you are writing, the gap should be there here. So what here? Chloride will come. Okay. So this is chloride. If we have 2 chloride, 3 chloride, don't mention the number of chlorides. If 3 are there, Cl2, Cl3, Cl4 is there. So don't mention here numbers here. Only just you have to write chloride. So like this you should write the name of the complex here. Okay. So while writing the IUPAC nomenclature, first what for complex, how we write? If you have complex cation, in complex cation first you have to write the ligand name. The ligand names you have to write in alphabetical order. If we have 2 to 3 ligands, then use prefix di, tri, penta, hexa, hepta, like this we should use. And in ligands already we have di, tri, then use the word bis, tris, tetra, kis. And the full name you have to write in the parenthesis. Ethane 1,2-diamine. Then metal name will come. If cationic complex is there, the metal name will be as it is. If the anionic complex is there, then the metal name will be what here? ATE we have to add. Okay. And then after metal name, write the oxidation number here. This oxidation number should be in Roman number. Okay. And anion. Last you have to write the anion here. How many are there? That don't write. Only anion name you have to write it. And there should be gap between this one. This complex ion name, it should be continuous. And this chloride ion name, there should be gap here while writing here. Okay. So see here names. Here these are cationic complexes and these are anionic complexes. How to name? Just see here. So here we have the COCl2 En twice here. Just now we have written here. So how we will write? These are ligands. In ligands you have to write alphabetical order. This is chlorido and this is what ethane 1,2-diamine here. So first we will write chloride. So how many chlorides are there? 2 here. So let's write dichlorido. Now it is bis we have to write bis, and inside the bracket what we will write? Ethane 1,2-diamine. Ethane 1,2-diamine. Okay, close this parenthesis, and next will come our metal name. It is what? Cobalt. And cobalt oxidation number what we have here? 3. So in Roman number we have to write that one, and then keep some gap here and write down chloride. Okay. Second one here we have here, this is also cationic complex. This is anion. This is complex cation and simple anion it is. Okay. So name what we will write here in this naming ligands. 2 ligands are there here. This is amine and this is what? Nitrito-N, or simple we can say nitro here. Okay. So name will be what here? Pentaamine will come first here. Amine, A letter will come first, and then it is nitrito-N it is. So name will be pentaamine, nitrito-N. Okay, this ligand's name over. Then what we will write here? Cobalt, metal, and in bracket oxidation number. What will be oxidation number? See here, this is NO2 minus, this is Cl2 here -1, and ammonia is 0 here. This is our what? X here. So total it is Cl2. Cl molecule how many are there? 2 are there here. So that's why here what will come here? It is -2. X plus it is -1, then plus 2 into -1, 2 are there, is equal to 0. So the x minus 3 is equal to 0. So x will come what here? +3. So that's why this oxidation state is what here? 3 here. So directly you can do it here. This is -1, -1, 2 are there. So directly it will come what here? 3 here. So cobalt 3, and last what we have here? Chloride. So just write down, keep gap and write down chloride. It is what? Chloride here. Okay. Are you getting this one? Chloride. So this chloride gap should be there here. Next we have here what? Next we have here this next one. See here, amine we have here, then bromido we have here, again nitrito, and we have and chlorido. According to alphabetical order we have to write here. So alphabetical order what we will write here? First it will come what? Amine. Second is what? Bromido. Then what? Chlorido, and then last will come nitrito here. So alphabetical order write down just here. Amine how many are there? 3 are there. So what we will write here? Triamine, bromido, or bromo also you can write. Triamine, bromo, chloro, or chlorido. Both are correct only. Nitrito-N, and then what? Platinum. Oxidation number now. What will be the oxidation number here? See, this is -1, this is -1, this is -1, this is -1. Totally how many? 4 minus 1. NH3 is 0 here, and platinum is what here? X here. So X minus 4 is equal to 0. So X will be what here? 4. So oxidation number will be what here? 4. Write in normal number 1 and 4. Like this you can write. Next remain what here? Chloride. That chloride write down here. Chloride. Like this way. Okay. So next now come to here. These are the cationic complexes. Still many examples are there. We will see it. Next we have anionic complexes. In anionic complexes, see here. This is simple cation and the complex anion here. Simple cation and complex anion. First write down cation name but. Okay, so we will write first here potassium. What we will write here? Potassium. Now in complex name here. How we will write complex name here? First you have to write the ligands. What is ligand here? Iodine and here. So how many are there? 4 are there. So what we will write here? Keep the gap now here. Here you have to keep the gap. This is one cation, this is anion here. So when there should be gap between writing the name of the cation and anion. Okay. So now keep little bit gap here and then write down the anion name here. First we will write the ligand name here. What is ligand name here? Tetra iodo. Okay. Now mercury, it is Hg. We should not write mercury, but you have to write what? Mercurate. This is an anionic complexes. This point remember. If the complex is anion, okay, then metal name you have to add ate. That's why here tetraiodomercurate you have to write. Mercurate. Tetraiodomercurate, and in the bracket write down the oxidation number. Okay, in this parenthesis write down oxidation number. What will be oxidation number here? This is K2. K plus means plus 1 charge here. Okay, I means it is minus 1 charge here. How many K are there? 2 are there. So it is 2 plus 4. 4 minus 1 plus, it is what? X here. So plus X is equal to 0. So 2 minus 4 plus X is equal to 0 here. So it is what will become? X minus 2 is equal to 0. So X will be plus 2. So what charge will come here? It will come here 2. So 2 you have to write here. Okay. So oxidation number came 2. So just 2 write down. So you have to calculate and write the oxidation number of the metal. Overall in the complex, how many ions and cations are there? Just you have to take it and you have to do it. Next here we have the next one. This is what? Sodium. Sodium is what? Cation, and this complex is what? Anion here. Okay, first we will write the cation name here, that is sodium. Now keep the gap here and now write down this complex name. This complex name, it should be continuous. Ligand's name and the metal name, it should be continuous. There should be no gap here. Okay. So next here we have ligand cyano. How many are there? 2 are there. So write down dicyano. This is what? Gold. Au is what? Gold. But what we will write? We will write aurate. Okay. Aurate. And oxidation number. What will be oxidation number? See, this is plus 1. Cn is minus 1. How many are there? 2. This is X here. So this 1 plus X plus 2 into minus 1 is equal to 0 here. So it is 1 plus X minus 2, or it is X minus 1 is equal to 0. So X will be what here? Plus 1. So we will get here plus 1 here, oxidation static plus 1 here. So in the parenthesis what will come here? 1 will come here. Okay. So we have sodium dicyanoaurate. The name will be what here? Sodium dicyanoaurate. Next see here, again we have potassium. Okay, and this is our anionic complexes. So name what we will write here? The name will be potassium. First it is what? Potassium. Next what will come here? Next the name will be complex anion. First you have to write the ligand name. How many ligands are there? 6 are there. So hexacyanoferrate. Not iron. It is what? Ferrate. And now oxidation number. Oxidation number find out. This is plus 1. Okay. And this is X. Cl means minus 1 charge. So plus 1. How many are there? 4 are there. 4 plus 1 here. So inside here what? Plus 1. Plus what? X. Plus 6 Cn minus 1 charge is equal to 0 here. So 4 plus X minus 6 is equal to 0. So X minus 6 minus 4 means here 2, here 0. So X is equal to plus 2. So here iron oxidation number what it will be here? What will come here? 2 here. So after this one we will come here, right here 2. Okay. So like this you should find out the oxidation number and write in this parenthesis. So this is cationic complexes and these are what? Anionic complexes. Still examples are there. We'll see that one. So if we have both the ions, cation and anions are complex, how to write the name here? See, in this this is first one will be cation and the second one will be anion or base. Okay, so because when we are writing the cation, we will write first and then anion here. So here we have both the cation and anion are complexes. In this case, the how to find out the oxidation state of central metal atom here, that will come problem here. So to find out the oxidation number of the central metal atom, here if you have to see the number of ligands here, oxidation state of the ligands here. So charge on the ligands here, see here this ammonia is 0 here and this we have 4Cl minus we have here. So in this case, how much will come here? Total minus 4. So 4 will come here, just divide with 2 here. Okay, we will get here what? 2 here. So this 2 will be the oxidation number of both the nickel here. Okay, or we can say here this is also X, this is also X here. So it if you find out here 2x, this is plus 0 plus 4 minus 1 is equal to total what? 0 here. So 2x minus 4 is equal to 0 or 2x is equal to 4. So x is equal to what? It will be 4 by 2. So x is 2 here. So x is what? Both are same only here. Nickel and nickel we have here. So 2 plus 2 charge of this nickel plus 2 charge of this nickel here. So both the central metal atom, they will have the oxidation state plus 2 here. Okay. So like this you can find out the oxidation state if we are having both the complexes are, both cation and anions are what? Complexes here. Okay. So come to the here nomenclature. So like this you should find out the oxidation state. Now here this is what complex ion cation it is, and this is what anion here. So while writing the anion complex ion name, first we will write the ligand's name here. So it is what? Tetraamine nickel. Because it is cationic complexes, the metal name will be as it is here, and oxidation state is what here? 2 here. Next write down here for this anionic complex tetrachlorido, nickelate. What will come here? Nickelate 2. That's it. You have to write like this way. Okay. Next you see here. Here also see this amine is 0. C2O4. The charge is what here? Minus 2. Oxalato it is. So 2 metals we have here. How to find out oxidation number? So 3 into minus 2 charge for each. How many are there? 3 are there. So that's why 3 minus 2. So totally minus 6 charge it is. This is you have to take 2x here, or plus 3 minus 2 is equal to 0 here. So 2x minus 6 is equal to 0. So 2x is equal to 6 or x is equal to 3 we will get here. What you will do? Just remember this one. How many here? Negative ions are there, that just you have to divide by 2 here. 6 will come here, 6 by 2 you have to do it here. Total charges are how many are there, that you have to divide with 2. Okay, and each one will carry the same charge here, that means here 3. So write down the name here. What is this name here? Hexaamine cobalt, hexaamine cobalt 3. Okay, and next will come what here? Next is trioxylato. Okay, chromate. What will come here? Chromate, and oxidation state is 3 only here. So 3 write down oxidation state. This is the name for this compounds having both cation and anions are complexes. Okay. Next we have here bridging groups here. Bridging groups means the ligands they will join the metals here. Okay. Here cobalt will be there here. This CO, NH3, C4. This is CO and here NH3, 4 we have here. So how we have to write it here? The ligand which are present in the bridge here. So these ligands we have to denote it by mu. Latin word mu you have to use, and this is mu. Okay, first write down this amido is there, this is what? Nitrito N is there. So alphabetical order write down first this bridging ligand here. Okay, so mu amido, then write down mu nitrito and okay. Then write down, here we have tetramine, here we have tetramine. Totally how many? Octa. Okay, 8 will be there. That's why you have to write octa-amine. Here also cobalt, here also cobalt. 2 cobalts are there, so write down dicobalt. Now oxidation number, what it will be? The oxidation number, see here. Here we have NH2 minus, this is NO2 minus, this is NO3 minus 1. How many are there? 4 are there. So 4 minus 5 minus 6 here. Totally minus 6 charge. So minus 6 divided by what? 2 you have to do. So we will get what? 3. So cobalt oxidation state, it will be 3 here. Like this you have to find out the oxidation number. Please understand, oxidation number means total charge here. Because this amine are 0 charge here. This NH2 minus 1, NO2 minus 1, NO3 minus 1. But how many are there? 4 are there. So this minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. So 2x minus 6 is equal to 0. You have to do it. 2x minus 6 is equal to 0. So 2x is equal to 6 by 2 here. So x we will get what here? 3 here. So this x is what? The oxidation number here. 3 we will get here. Okay. Next we have here this one. H2O4 FeOH OH twice here. This one. Here if you see here, how we write? This is cation complex. First you have to write the ligand name. Bridging ligand you have to write. OH OH same are there. So what you will write here? Mu write down first dihydroxo. Because same ligand we have, so we can write here dihydroxo. OH is hydroxo, dihydroxo, tetra. Now here we have, what is this one? Aqua. H2O is what? Aqua here. How many? Here 4, here 4. Total 8. So it is octa aqua. Okay. Then what we have here? Iron here. This is a cationic complex. Okay. So the name will be what here? Di-iron. 2 are same, so it is di-iron. Oxidation state, what it will be here? See, this is minus 1, this is minus 1. SO4 minus 2, but how many are there? 2 are there here. 2 2s are 4. Minus 4, minus 5, minus 6 here. Totally minus 6 will be there. So 6 divided by 2 means 3 here. So the here oxidation number will be what here? 3 here. Okay. And last it will come what here? Sulfate. So you have to write here what? Sulfate. Similarly here also nitrate write down. This anion here will become what? Nitrate. So like this you can write the names of this bridging groups and this one. But this both will come, rarely they will ask in competitive exam also. Theory they will not ask only such type of, but in competitive exam also rarely they will ask such type of questions, and this one also rarely they will ask. So now if they have given here names, you have to write the structural formula. How to write? See here, tetraamine diaqua cobalt 3 chloride given here, and you have to write the structural formula. When we are writing the structural formula, in that also, first we have to write the cation, then anide. Sodium chloride, the name. So what we will write? NaCl we will write. So Na is what? Positive, and Cl is what? Negative. So when we are writing the formula, we have to write cation first and then anion. Okay, same here also we have to write first cation and then what? Anion here. So in this case, this tetraamine diaqua cobalt, this whole it is a cation. This whole it is what? Cation, and this is anion. This chloride is what? Anion. Simple anion it is, and this is our complex cation it is. So first we have to write the complex cation. When we are writing the complex cation, okay, this complex cation, it has been written in the square bracket. In square bracket, first we have to write the metal name. Metal name means metal symbol here. Cobalt is there, so cobalt symbol we have to write. First metal, cobalt symbol we have written. Next you have to write the ligands. Okay, ligands you have to write, if we have multiple ligands, then ligands we have to write according to alphabetical order. Okay, so here given tetraamine diaqua. So in this their names alphabetical order. Amine given here, amine means AM, and aqua given here AQ. So first letter is similar only, but the second letter M here, Q here. So alphabetical order, amine will come first and aqua will come second. So like this way, don't see the charge here or any negative or positive, don't see that one. Only alphabetical order of ligand we have to see here. So according to alphabetical order, amine will come first and then aqua will come second. So amine formula we have to write. Okay, ligands. How many are there? Tetra are there. Amine is a polyatomic molecule. So write in parenthesis. So it is NH3, write down in parenthesis. How many are there? Tetra are there. That 4 it is write down as a subscription down here. Okay, NH3 4 tetraamine. Next we have diaqua. Aqua is what? Our water molecule. So this is what? H2O here. H2O, how many are there? 2 are there. So this 2 write down as a subscription down here. Okay. Now next what we have here? This is our square bracket completed. Okay. Next simple ion what we have here? Cl. Cl write down outside the bracket. This is our complex cation. Now on this complex cation, what will be the charge? How many Cl should come here? 1 Cl, 2 Cl, 3 Cl. How we will find out? We can find out by taking the charge of the complex of both ions. What is the charge of this complex cation? What is the charge of this anion here? Anion charge is we know. Cl it will be -1. What is the charge of this complex cation? How we will find out? See here, ligands we have here, and cobalt metal atom charge is given here +3. This is +3. Ammonia is what here? 0. Water is what here? Neutral molecule. This is also neutral. This is also neutral. So oxidation state is what here? 0. So total charge on this cation is what here? +3. So now see here in simple salt. Suppose we have here Ba+2 and here we have Cl-1. We want to write the salt name. How we will write it? We will just crisscross this one. This 2 we will write here and 1 we will write here. Don't see the charges plus and -1. Just number see here. Here 2 we have, here 1 we have. So this 2 will go with this Cl and 1 it will go with this Ba. So what the name is? BaCl2. Okay, so similarly we have to write here also. Same method we have to follow here. This is our cation, this is our anion. What is the charge on cation? +3. What is the charge on anion? -1. So this 3 and this just crisscross this one. This 1 will go with this complex cation and this 3 it will go with this simple anion. So what we will get here? We will get here Cl3. What we get here? Cl3. So this is the structural formula. That means here whatever charge is there on the cation, that charge it should be equal to the anion. Anion also should be that many. The charge should be equal. Totally it is a neutral molecule. This is +3 -3. So our compound is what here? Neutral it is. Salt is what here? Neutral here. Okay, understood? Next see second one. Tris-ethane 1,2-diamine chromium 3 chloride. Now in this case also till here it is a cation and this chloride is what? Anion here. Okay, up to bracket. Okay, metal name and oxidation number given means it is totally cation and this is what? Anion here. So this cation we will write complex cation in the bracket here. In the bracket first will come our metal name. Chromium. So chromium symbol write down Cr here. Next will come our ligands. Tris-ethane 1,2-diamine. Ethane 1,2-diamine. It is in short abbreviation En. It is how many are there? Tris means 3 here. Okay. So this is our complex cation. It is. Next here write down Cl. Now what is the charge on this complex? We have to find out. This is 3. Oxidation state 3 given. En. Ethane 1,2-diamine. Oxidation state is here. Charge is what here? 0. Charge is 0 because it is a neutral molecule. So So that's why on this complaint, what is the charge here? 3 here. On chloride, -1. So if we crisscross, what we will get here? Cl3. What we will get here? Cl3 again. Same here, the third one, see here, iron 3 hexacyanoferrate. So iron 3, this is a simple cation. This hexacyanoferrate, it is anion. Ferrate given. Ferrate means we will use for what? Anionic complexes. So this whole it is anion, and this is iron 3 is cation. Simple cation it is. So anionic complex it is. Okay. So iron 3 means this iron is a cation. It will be outside the bracket. And inside the bracket, square bracket, a complex anion, square bracket, write down first metal, ferrate. Ferrate means what? Iron, Fe. Okay. And hexacyano, ligands, cyano. Hexa means 6 here. This is your complex anion here. What is the charge here now on this anion? What is the charge here? This is Fe, oxidation state +2 given. Cn is what? -1. How many are there? 6 are there. So total charge how we find out? This is +2 plus 6 -1 we have is equal to x here. So 2 minus 6 is equal to x. So x will be what here? -4. So the charge is 4 minus. The charge is what here? 4 minus. And Fe, what is the charge for this Fe? Given here 3. This is Fe plus 3. Charge is given here, oxidation state +3. This is +3, this is 4 minus. That means here just you have to crisscross. This 4 will go with this Fe and this 3 it will go with this one. So what we will get here? This is Fe4 and FeCN6 whole thrice. So this is the structural formula of this iron 3 hexacyanoferrate. Okay. So like this you can write the structural formula for given names. So this is all about the IUPAC name of the coordination compound. Okay. So thank you so much for watching.